Test, test. Okay, I think I should be live now. I'm gonna check my own stream and see if I can hear myself. Um, Hello. Okay, let's drop that down. And let's check if I can see the stream myself. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Seems like we have audio, which is perfect. Okay, cool. So in today's video, I am gonna try to fix a performance problem reported by a user in the Mastodon client app called Ice Cubes. The Ice Cubes app is an open source project, so we're gonna have to find that code, clone it, build it, and then try to reproduce the bug. Then maybe try to find it using instruments, hopefully, and then fix it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if it works. Okay, so let's toggle on my screen. Let's see if that works. You should see my desktop now, which is super messy. So much stuff. Okay. Let's double check that you guys see my screen as well. I just need a minute, which is perfect. Okay, cool. So in today's video, I am gonna try to, I'm watching the feed instant. I'm watching the feed right now and I have double audio. That's why it's kind of difficult to talk, but I just want to verify that you can actually see my screen. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. We are good to go. My screen. Okay, let's get started by trying to find this app. I know the guy who does it is on Mastodon. So let's try to find him. That's me, by the way, at Jag Caesar. Follow if you don't already do. Let's try to find the guy who actually built this client. Maybe there's an about page. Nothing there. I know it's in my notifications. Here we go. This is the thread. Okay. Just getting a few notifications on Mastodon. Okay, this is the thread. So here is the video where he reproduces the bug. We can use that. Let's keep that down there for now. And the guy who wrote it is this guy, Thomas Ricard, maybe. And here's a GitHub link. Perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Lots of info. Nice icon. Okay, cool. He has a building the project how to. Perfect. Let's start by, or maybe there was something. Yep, just clone it. Create a copy of the included XC config. Wow, file to create your own config. Interesting. I'm thinking that maybe we should create a fork so we can do a pull request back with these changes. Actually, let's just clone the code. We can make the fork later, and we can then just add our fork as a remote, and we can push to that if we ever manage to fix something. Maybe we don't even, manage to solve that. Let me double check that the font is big enough. Yeah, I think it is. If the font is too small, leave a comment in the chat box, and I'll adjust it. Just cloning the repository to my developer folder. And it's going awfully slow. Okay, got it. Ice Cubes app. So what do we have here? That's the temperature I was talking about. Okay, let's follow the instructions. To build the project, you need to clone the repo. Check. Create a copy of the included xcconfig file to create your config before you can compile the project. Otherwise, you will get an error. I'm assuming the xcconfig file is defining what team and what bundle identifier and so on, and I think I have to set up my own, which makes sense. I guess it's this one. Use xcconfig, sure. Yeah, your team ID and your bundle ID prefix. Okay. So what we can do is let's just follow along this path and edit this file. My team ID. What is my team ID? And I shouldn't need this to compile to the simulator. So let's just go without and see what happens. Okay, it's fetching a lot of dependencies. Yeah, I've seen Nuke before. Swift Soup I know as well. I think we have that in Cooking to parse HTML files. Purchase iOS, I have no idea what it is. Probably something to help out with in-app purchases. Oh, Revenue Kit, yeah, I know that one. Is that Purchases iOS? Oh, never mind. I'm derailing. Okay, let's see if we can just build this right away to the simulator at first. I'm not used to having this font, a font this large, so I'm a bit lost, but we'll get to it. Debug the com example Ice Cubes app, and that is defined in the exactly. If we just test this to sc.ambi, save and go back here. Yeah, exactly. If I change this to this thing, oh, it's setting up all the release. I don't care about that one. I just want debug to work. It's setting up the cloud kit and all that stuff, which is fine, I guess. Oh, no, not cloud kit, sorry. It's just an app group. Okay, so now I should be able to build, I guess, and run. Anything new in Mastodon? Nothing yet. I wonder if I should set up a development Mastodon account for this, but I don't think I need to. Yeah, sure. I wonder if we can just use. Okay, so we want to find this guy's profile. Oh yeah, let's look at the video he sent us. Can we drag this one into this? Yes, thank you. Okay, So if I remember correctly, he's saying that the performance isn't all that good. Yeah, it's kind of laggy. It seems like it's dropping a few frames. Okay, so I'm guessing we're locking up the UI, the main thread. So I'm guessing it, but I think this is not going to break on the simulator. But we can try it. If not, we'll have to set up a development device that is older and slower. Let's go to we can sign into my personal account. I wonder if this is gonna work without me showing you guys all my secret passwords. Let's move that over there instead. Mastodon. Sure, authorize it. The access token is invalid. Interesting, why would that happen? I've actually seen this bug before in the App Store build, that sometimes when I sign in, it just doesn't want to cooperate. Access token is invalid. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's actually build the device instead and see if that works better. Take an iPhone 12, it's this one. So this one doesn't have anything on it. So I don't know how to sign into Mastodon on it. Maybe I need to set up a dev account. Actually, I know we can't do that. Think. What we can try is sign up in Safari. So the authentication is done, and then when the app requests a token, we should just only have to press approve or authorize. Let's try that. American keyboard layout, of course. Okay, Chris, I'll give that a try if this doesn't work. Okay, token is invalid, but I'm signing onto the onto actually Mastodon, which is what does publish to? Oh, okay, it's to Livatut. Okay, so now I'm authorized. I'm signed in Safari. So when trying to get a key from the app, this should just work. Let's just restart that app. This is weird. Why wouldn't it just know that I'm authorized? Yes, allow, of course. Oh, why does it never work? Okay, I have a crazy idea. What we could do is actually, let's ignore the simulator for now. And no, actually, let's do what Chris said. Revoking an app from the Mastodon account settings, then logging in again. Okay, let's do that. See if that helps. Preferences, somewhere here, I guess we can just, oh yeah, so we could revoke these and see, what does it say? An app from the Mastodon account settings. Can I revoke apps? I think I can just revoke sessions. Oh well, I can sign in again, right? So let's revoke all these. Okay. So this is the current session, which makes sense that we cannot revoke it. Like we can log out. Bam. Okay, now there should be no available session. And now if we restart the app, we can go into Safari, double check that it really is revoked. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm no longer signed in. Yep. Okay, that is good, I guess. Let's try this. Okay, close that one as two. Mastodon.social. I just need to fetch my password. There we go. Paste. My 2FA. Paste. Authorized. What does it say? The provided authorization granted invalid. Expired, revoked, does not match. Okay. This is interesting. Maybe I need to do something else. Let's double check the README. Maybe I need to do something more. Okay, I did that thing. I did development team. I did bundle ID prefix. I did not. I don't think I need it. Version table. Okay, so there seems to be something wrong with authorization. I'm on the main branch. Maybe I should be like on a development branch or something. Okay, just nope. Okay, that's not it either. Chris is saying check under authorized apps in the sidebar. Oh, okay. My bad. Maybe I did it in the wrong place. You were so close before. Check YM comment above. Okay, let's sign in again and see. Maybe I looked in the wrong place. Check under authorized apps in the sidebar. I don't see any authorized apps. Should I be seeing that? Oh, there we go. It's like a sub-menu thing. Oh, okay. A lot of apps. Thanks, Chris. Okay, let's revoke all these and try again. Revoke. Revoke. Oh, yeah, this is some high quality stream, having me revoking things. Meta text, which was actually what I was using until I found the Ice Cubes app. Woolly, yeah, that's nice. Give it a try yesterday for like 2-3 minutes. It looked good, but I really like Ice Cube's app, and I really like that it's open source. I tried Ivory as well, of course. Mammoth I also tried. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Chris. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Rebuild the app. Add account, Mastodon.social. How does it know? Why was it signed in? This makes no... Do you have a web session on as well? Okay, so it's this one probably. So far on iOS 4 minutes ago. Let's revoke that as well. Let's just reset everything. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and now I want to be super nitpicky and, delete this thing. Make sure stuff. Actually, we can just do a reset of this simulator just to make sure we have no like cookies lying around and messing things up. Erase, yes. Let's give it a minute. And by the way, using the built-in microphone into these built into these headphones. If the audio isn't all that good, you know why. But I just wanted to have a quick setup. I don't want to consume time setting up my studio mic and all that when I do so little streaming. Maybe next time I'll do that. But I would prefer having a simple setup. Just press record and boom, get started right away. Okay, the simulator has resetted. Let's build this. Sure, send me stuff. Mastodon.social. Sign in. Okay, I just cleaned up the console down here so we can see if there's any new errors coming in. The access token is invalid. Very annoying. Okay, maybe this doesn't work on a simulator. Or maybe it doesn't work with, maybe it doesn't work with accounts that have two-factor authentication. We can try to use the Ambi account. Let's try that. I wonder if this is a known bug or me doing something stupid. Okay, so now it knows I have a session. Authorize. A client is included or unsupported authentication method. And now it works. Okay. I have no idea why it worked, but it's obviously some kind of bug, I would say. But we're not going to fix that today. Okay, now I'm signed in, which is good. I need to find this profile. That was, his name was Andrea Grandi. So when scrolling here, he's saying that there are performance issues. So, can I favorite this guy somehow to quickly be able to open his profile? No, it doesn't seem like it, but that's fine. I wonder if we should be running instruments on a device instead of the simulator, but for now, let's start with the simulator just to see if it works, what it tells us. Maybe it's something obvious. So, product, profile. I had no idea about that, Excel. That's good to know. Maybe, yeah, that would have helped if I knew that earlier. Oh well, now I'm signed in. I'm just waiting for its building, so we're waiting it to deploy to the simulator, and then we can attach instruments to it, and then scroll and see if we can find any reason it's blocking the UI thread. Okay, we're gonna do a time profiler. We can actually do something like this maybe, so we can see the simulator at the same time, which is helpful. Okay, IceCubes app, iPhone 14, 16.2, go. And now I'm not signed in, of course. Axel said that didn't need to be signed in to browse profiles, but I cannot search as I'm not signed in. So yeah, let's just try to sign in again. Let's see if it works. And now I don't have a session again. This is extremely annoying. Okay, that was right away. That's perfect. Now let's try to find that person. I want to use his specific profile because he said that scrolling his profile is what breaks it. I wonder if we can clear this. I don't think so, right? Let's just go. We're from here. Okay, let's scroll. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so yeah, I think we did from somewhere here. Maybe we started scrolling, and we should have looking at this thing and separate by thread, invert call tree, hide system libraries. So let's see what takes up the most time. In with copy for status. And as I said before, I haven't looked into this code before, so I'm not really sure what it could be. I don't see anything obvious here. Maybe we should try to run this on a device and see if we can see that performance issue. Maybe that would help us. Fetch image. Why does none of these things work? So what should happen is when I double click these things, they should take me to where in the code this is, but for some reason it's not doing that. Let's try to compile to a device and see if that helps us. Yeah, so my team ID needs to be defined. Oops. I could probably just update this xcconfig, but this is easier. Okay, now you cannot see my device. I'll see if I can add it to the stream. Video capture, device iPhone 12. So I think you should see the device now, what I'm seeing on it. I'll put it right there maybe. Actually, let's keep my desktop as it is. Let's keep it right there for now. Okay. Let's see if I can build to it. Ah, perfect. Seems to be working. Okay, I'm glad you guys can see what I'm seeing on this device. That makes everything much easier. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's try this again. Mastodon. .social. And now, oh, you cannot see my keyboard. That is perfect. And if I go into email, you can. That's a nice touch. I was worried you would see my password when I was entering it. Okay. It's a long password, so I need a minute to enter it. Let's hope this works. Okay, please God. I hope I entered correctly. Oh yeah, I did. Authorize. Okay, I'm in. I am in, which is perfect. Okay, this is good. I'll size it up slightly. Tell me if it's too small and I'll adjust the size. Okay, so if we scroll this thing, maybe I need a slower device because this is not giving me any. Not seeing any big problems here. Okay, so one thing we could try is we could try to limit the network bandwidth on this device, because maybe we're loading a picture synchronously on the main thread, which would block the UI thread for longer if you're on a slower network. Where's the developer menu? There we go. Let's try to profile it right away. Okay, I'm going to go all in and just adjust these settings so they work for me. And if we do a PR, we can just not commit the changes that modify the team and the stuff. Signing. Let's use mine. And there's a group as well, but I'm not using that group, right? No, I'm not. Group, let's say ambi. Okay, it can run. What if we try to profile now? So I'm thinking that when it does a profile, it's making a release build, and the release signing seems to be hard coded to the owner's personal setup, which I guess makes sense, but we need to have it our way. Yeah, exactly. So in app groups, for example, it's using this, it's hard coded to that. But if we go into debug, it's using, is this hard coded somehow? Why can I? Okay, let's just switch to that in the release build as well. Is there no entitlements file? So yeah, so we're prefixing, which is nice in the keychain groups, but in the app groups, for some reason, how has this been defined? Yeah, exactly. So it's using the bundle ID prefix, which is defined in the XC config that we edited in the beginning. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to get my team ID and see if that helps. Maybe it's easier if we just do it the way he recommends it. I think we can, yeah, this is my team ID. We can discard these changes, I guess. Yeah, let's throw that away. Oops, what's that? Oh, okay. Okay, so that builds. That is good to know. But I'm worried that the release config still doesn't work. Hope it does. Yeah, it does not. Okay, so before we can actually run any profiling on a physical device, we need to fix the release configuration. Okay. I think it might be this simple. Maybe. Seems he has been a good, what's the word? A good developer and based everything in this xcconfigs file. So hopefully it just works now. That would be awesome. It saved me so much time. Yeah, it seems like it. Very nice. That is good. That is very good. I wonder why there are two files though. Why isn't there just one file which has just development team and bundle ID? And then it's up to the developer to define what he wants to have. Oh, maybe it's because this one is in git ignore. That would be a good reason to have it like this. So the release one always is committed and is available for the CI. xcconf. Yeah, exactly. So when I copy the template and modify it and add my properties to it, and then set up a PR, this will never be committed, even by accident, because it's always ignored. But if I modify this thing, I'm sure this is tracked. Yeah, exactly, this is tracked. So basically, just to avoid people accidentally merging this into the what's called the origin repository, because this would break his CI. He wouldn't be able to build locally. Yeah, that would be a mess. So yeah, okay, let's see the benefits of this solution. Let's close some windows. So we can close that thing. We can close that thing. Oh, sorry. Hiya. I saw a comment now, Axel. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. That was it. Thanks for noticing it. I wonder if I can get some sound or something when you guys leave comments in here. Because I was on the wrong screen, so I didn't see your comment right away. Okay, so now if I run this, hi Thomas. I was just ranting about your setup, which was my mistake. It was a nice setup. How you set up the xcconfig files. I was signed in just oh, is this another bundle ID? Is that why I'm not signed in? It's good, I was signed in a moment ago. Okay, let's try to sign in again. Sorry folks, you're gonna have to see me enter my ginormously long password. Oh, that's a typo on the URL. Okay, I'll do a poll in just a moment. Can you leave a comment when you've pushed? Okay, just for fun, we can try to scroll and see. Okay. That would explain why I have to sign in every time. Okay, thanks, Thomas. I'll do a pull right away. Oh yeah, it's this thing that's have my Device running. Did I get in the check? Yeah, I did. Yeah, perfect. Disable keychain group later. Awesome. I have only these changes. Yes. Okay. So we can close this thing. We can close that thing. And let's try to profile again and find that profile and do some scrolling and see if we can find some something that slows down the main thread. Okay, so I don't understand why I need to sign in again, but oh well, let's just go with it. Authorize, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's working from now on. But okay. So now, if I go into that profile, what was his name? Andrea. And here, scroll. We're at the 40-second mark-ish. Okay. So let's just scroll down and see if we can. I'm seeing a small bit of lag, but it's not much, to be honest. And it's, yeah, instrument is not recording any hangups. I'm not sure what it defines as a hangup, but maybe it has a limit that it double checks, like it has to be longer than, I don't know, 20 milliseconds or something. Oh, there we had a lag. Interesting. Yeah, sorry, Thomas. Forgot to say that. Okay, yeah, definitely seeing some lag. Okay, maybe that's enough. Let's see if we can find some weak points. Yeah, around here, starting to here. No, I haven't touched any of the code, Thomas. I have only modified the, I can actually show you. Yeah, these are the only changes I've made. I changed the release execconfig so I can use the release configuration to profile this. That's all changes I've made. I have set the network bandwidth to a 3G, what's called the network limiter, whatever it's called. Let me double check. The name is the network link conditioner. So I kept the bandwidth to 3G just to be able to slow it down and see if we're maybe calling, loading some images from the UI thread. That would explain freezes, for example. Okay. So this is the main thread. Why do I get memory addresses? Why don't I get what's actually happening? This is not usable, to be honest. Thomas, do you know why I only see memory addresses here? Interesting. That should. Yeah, why would a dsym actually missing? So weird. Okay, let's try again on the simulator just for fun and see if we can. Maybe that gives us DSIMs, a DSIM file, so we can actually see the function names. Um, hmm? Oh, I'm signed in. Yay! I don't have to sign in again. That was comfy. Okay. Does the network link conditioner work in the simulator? Or do I have to slow down my Mac? That would be bad because that would break the stream. Don't cross the streams. Okay, we don't have network link conditioner here, which is unfortunate. Trying to profile it on the simulator and just see if we can recreate. If we can see the function names, I think we could last time we tested it, which means that we have a DSIM file. By the way, DSIM file, as far as I understand it, it's a file that it's basically it's like it has memory addresses and then it has a string attached to it. So if you have a crash report, you're only going to see memory addresses on why it crashed. So it's completely useless if you don't know what's actually at that memory address. But with the DSIM file, you can take that memory address, look it up in the DSIM, and see what the string associated with that address is. And then you know, oh, it's this class, it's this line, it's this file, all that stuff, which is useful. Without it, crash reports are pretty useless. Okay, so if we I can? Okay, Jan, I'll have a look at that in 1 second. I just want to see if I can actually have useful. Why am I seeing memory addresses here? Maybe it's time to just restart Xcode and do a clean or something. Maybe that helps. Let's try that. Okay, we do a clean. And then in Xcode, Jan is saying that we can simulate poor network conditions in the simulator settings. Simulator settings. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I know where that is. It's in the. Oh yeah, it's right here, I guess. Simulators. Let's go with 14. In here, Jan? I can't see anything about slowing it down in here. Yeah, okay, now the changes. If you can hear something in the background, it's Sophia. She's trying to be super sneaky. I don't know what she's up to, but she's in her cabinet trying to find something. What are you looking for?
The thingy you put the other thing in when you're recording.
The thingy you put the other thing in when you're recording? What is that? Oh, isn't that like in the back on the shelf right there? 1 second.
Yeah, only the arm.
I'll be right back. Let me just And I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, exactly, Jan. Yeah, exactly. What you can do is, so what Jan is referring to is this. On devices, I can go to an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and down here I can set a condition, and I can set it to a thermal state, where I can simulate being super hot, which means it's going to throttle down the CPU and stuff. I can also limit the network bandwidth down here, but this thing is exactly the same as going into, oh yeah, you can see my screen, right? Yeah. So in the settings menu, go to find the developer one, network link conditioner, and these settings are the same thing as these things. I don't think they sync though. I think they're individual, which might mess things up. Yeah. Okay, let's see if instruments is gonna be helpful today or not. And my mic is on, right? Yeah, it seems to be on. Fine now. Start again. Come on. Why why is it doing this? Yeah, exactly on. And if I do that, then the stream is gonna break, which is not good because I want to do this live. Even though we haven't got very far yet, it's fun to do this together. But this is not working. This is so weird. Let me just, for the fun of it, let's compile the podcast app and listen we're working on and see if it's doing the same thing. Maybe it's a bug, or maybe I need to reboot or something. Take the same simulator. I think it was iPhone 14, right? Yep. Product, profile. Maybe I need to do something. Search. Okay, this is useful. Okay, this is actually working. So why? This is how it should look. So when I double click one of these things, it should take me to the code, right, where it's happening. So why isn't this working with ice cubes? Have I done some weird settings down here? Oh, okay. I restarted instruments, so I forgot that these settings actually disappeared. That's why I was seeing memory addresses, because we're looking at, I think, functions that are part of the private API, and I don't have the DSIMs to see what Apple's function names are. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, so, and is this still a problem on the device now? We can go back to that. Oh, I feel so stupid right now. Okay, iPhone 12 Pro Max. Oh yeah, we killed this session before. I was thinking what device he reported that he had problems on. I think it was an iPad, but I don't remember what generation. Yeah, North King. North King is Jan, by the way. That's why I'm calling him Jan. Yeah, Jan. Yeah, but I think I messed up in instruments and had accidentally forgot to check the box that says hide system libraries. Let's see now. Okay, now we're attached to the device. If we start it out, and then I forget that these things are not persisted. But I now understand that this was working in the simulator, wasn't it? Let's keep this open and go do the same thing on the simulator. Profile. Okay, the one on the left is the physical device, and this is the simulator. If we start this, you can see the simulator on the far right. There we go. That is interesting. Okay, so on the simulator, I do get the function names as expected, but it's still, I can't double click them, taking me into code. Oh, now it crashed, of course. I'm starting to think there's something with the setup of this project. What can it be? That's interesting, Thomas. That's very interesting. I'm gonna. I'm just trying to find if there's something hard-coded. So this is hard-coded to your bundle ID. That shouldn't be it. Maybe there's a path that is hard-coded to your local, to a local path on your machine. Maybe that's why. I don't know if this should even be a problem. I mean, this can be a problem, but it shouldn't affect the instruments bug we're seeing. I think Bitcode is deprecated, Axel. I don't think it's around anymore. I think they killed it. Jan is saying, try to locate DSIM and select it manually, as in my link suggested maybe. I don't see your link, Jan. Where did you send that? Let's see if we can find any hard-coded things. Paths or something. Jan, could you send it via iMessage? Or if you want to be part of the session of the stream, I could call you via FaceTime and share my desk, so you get your voice on here too as well. And you can actually do it yourself on my computer. Okay, Jan just sent me a link on how to find the DSIM file. Let's, okay. But this is so weird. This shouldn't be necessary, but okay. Under products, Ice Cubes app, and this is not hard-coded to, no, exactly. This is my path. So how did I find the DSIM? Right-click on your app in products folder in Xcode. Just right-click, that seems... And this link is apparently broken. Yep, okay. To find the DSIM for a binary, you can right-click on your app in the products folder. I need to do something else from here, I guess. I can't just right-click it, and show in Finder doesn't work because it's red, so it doesn't exist yet. Okay, I built it, so now it exists. Is the DSIM somewhere in here? Maybe. Yeah, exactly, Axel. You're right. But the DSIM, I don't remember where that is stored. Is it stored inside this package? Um, mm, but that seems weird. I mean, why would I have to do that? I shouldn't be. I'm still thinking it's something. Now there is a DSIM. I mean, now we built at least, so the DSIM should be there, wherever it want to be. Can we Google it real quick and see? iOS project find DSIM. Right click on your archive, show in Finder. Should be something dot DSIM, right? Hmm. I don't see that. That's weird. Oh, let's put this down so I can see what you guys are typing. This will open up Organize. What can it be? Trying to think. Let's delete the derived data folder. That's maybe the first thing we should have tested when this didn't work. Maybe that helps for some stupid reason. It has helped me before. All ideas are welcome, by the way. If you have any idea how I might be able to fix this, okay, so it fetched all the dependencies. So let's just try it right away. Can there be anything wrongly configured, like in build settings or something? Okay, let's try it again. Let's see if it works now. Fingers crossed. Herbert Caldry, hide system libraries. And then it crashes. Okay, maybe I just don't need to double click them, but it's annoying that it doesn't work, but let's not care about that. Okay. I guess I can, we have Thomas looking at this, so maybe I can ask him where I find the code it's referring to, if I can't figure it out myself. Come on, instrument. There we go. Let's go to that profile again. Said he had, there we go. Okay. So when he just scrolled here, that's when he says he, hold on, Leon, I'll read your comment in just 1 second. I just want to scroll down here and see if I can try to reproduce it. I'm not getting any freezes or hangups according to instruments. Okay, maybe that's enough. Okay. Thomas is saying that profile scrolling definitely has a problem. Could be related to the header geometry reader. Okay. And John is saying, did you try to set belt config to debug? Because currently you're on release, right? And when you set it to do, it should generate dsym. So when I'm doing profiling, I think it's always using the release configuration, Jan, and I think that's how you want it to be. Otherwise, your instrument's metrics would be wouldn't be representative of the actual performance you get on an App Store build. Thomas says yes. I'm not sure exactly to what, but he says yes. So this is interesting. So usually when once again, I'm no kind of ninja on instruments. Usually what I do is I work myself down from on the main thread, down on, and then as soon as you get down, it's usually not a problem. But I never understood this number, 396 milliseconds. I mean, that would be a very hard freeze if we froze the app for 0.4 seconds. So I don't think that's what it means. Do any of you know? It would be interesting. Maybe it's the average for each session or something. Oh, total time spent sitting on the main thread. Okay, so that means total time, not as a sum of the time, right? Not the average, which is interesting. Maybe there's a better way of finding these performance problems then, because I would prefer call with the same signature. Yeah, exactly. I would prefer to actually see. Well, we don't have a hang-up, so if we had a hang-up, we would be able to just choose that define hang-up and see what takes so long right then. Initialize with copy. So, okay. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what this is. So John is saying to get this to show something different. Yeah, Jan. So the dsym will be different every time you build it. So if we can't use the dsym from a debug build on a release build. I don't think you can even use a desync from any other build on a different build. They are tightly coupled together, as I understand it. Okay, so let's search for initialize with copy. Let's see if we can find that, because I have no idea what that is. For status in IceCube's app, where does this come from? Status row view, is that something? That is something. Is status maybe its own struct or something? Status. What is initialized with copy? I can't find that. And I can't find it if I search either. Okay, let's go back to status row view. Okay, here we have a status. What is this? Create an app. Okay, I think this is an object that represents a toot, I think. So Thomas, one instrument says initialize with copy for status. Now initialize with copy, I can't find that function, so maybe that's something that's done, automatically by the system. Is it whenever we take a status instance and in here, for example, in the status row view model in its initializer, we get a status object? Is it when we do this thing maybe? Self status equals status? Because this is a struct, yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's a value type. It's not a reference. Exactly. Okay. I'm glad I understood something. So maybe this is a problem because it's so large. I don't know the memory footprint, but maybe it has too much stuff in it. Status row view model. So I'm guessing this is. Let's double check what it is first. Where are we calling this from? Nope. Okay. Are we not using this class? That makes no sense. Of course we're using it. The thing is, I've made equatable, hashable implementation as light as possible in status. Oh. Mm, oh, in it. Um, look where status row view is created. It's created. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this one receives the row view model. That makes sense. And this is a view. I wonder if we have any. No, we don't have any previous, right? Doesn't seem like it. Which is okay. I'm also too lazy to have the previous working on all my views. Okay, so this receives a row view model, status row view. I'm just trying to understand exactly what view this is. Is this a toot, or is this like the footer of a toot? Avatar, it must be the toot itself, right? Hmm. Okay, so this status thing has a ton of stuff in it. I'm thinking maybe, so if I understand correctly, the problem is that status, so it's a struct. So whenever we send it around, it's a value type. So which means that if I send an instance of status to another function or whatever as an argument, it's going to take a copy of it. And the problem here, as I understand it, is that go into here, the initialize with copy is taking up a lot of resources. So the reason for the performance issue might be that this contains too much data. Can that be it, Thomas? Okay. I wonder how we could solve this and make this smaller. Or if we could even, I mean, one way to go at this is maybe remove stuff and see if it would, for example, we could, and what can make it slow? We could need, yeah. So maybe it's naive, but maybe we could just do something like this. Bam. Of course, this is going to give errors in the code. Oh no, this is any status. Anyhow, I was thinking maybe we could remove stuff from the status. Yeah, this one here. And just make it more lightweight and see if it still has the same problem. Um, Okay, so this is a protocol and its status. Is only this conforming to that? Bye, Axel. Thanks for joining. Sorry it wasn't as straightforward as I thought it was going to be, but I think that's fine. This is all part of being a developer, I guess. You never as easy as you think it's going to be. Okay, so we have the status. We have the any status protocol. The status is decodable and identifiable, credible, hashable. So since it's decodable, I'm assuming this is a representation of an answer, a response from the backend. I'm assuming a lot now, but that's why I think it's decodable. Yeah, okay, Thomas says yes, perfect. Okay, so maybe, I'm just saying maybe here, maybe we need to separate the actual model for our views when we're in the app versus the response we get from the API. So the API response might contain a lot of data that we don't actually need in every scenario. That would be a bigger refactor than I was assuming to be. I wanted to fix something in this session and make a PR, but maybe that's not going to be possible. But maybe that's one way to do it. Okay, but what if we try to find where we create the status, reblog status as well. Okay. This, yeah, it's an own separate struct. Yeah, exactly. We don't have inheritance in structs. What if we try to figure out wherever this is decoded and then try to set some of these stuff to, for example, media attachments. What is this? Weight, height, regional, made out. We could make it, empty, just to see if we could lower the memory footprint. Maybe that solves the performance issue. Oh, okay. Status are created once, not as you scroll. It's when it's loading the timeline. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So the statuses are created on all the statuses instances are created when we load the timeline, but as we scroll, the views are initiated and configured. I'm guessing it's a list or lazy vgrid or something. So as we scroll, it's going to initiate the view or configure the existing view, and then it's going to copy the status. So that might be it. That might be the bottleneck. Okay. Yeah. Such a weird. It's an interesting issue because on one hand, one could think that we wouldn't need to worry about that. But of course, how is it going to copy something? Okay. I wonder if we could just start removing things. Is that going to mess things up? Any status? I don't know what we can remove here. I'm just shooting from my hip now. Let's start with this thing. HTML string. Is that used? Hope not. Probably is, but hope not. Okay, errors. And status has no member content. Okay, let's see what happened here. Yeah, we remove content, which is expected. What happens here? Make translate to view. Okay, so we use it to translate, seems like. And if the content is empty, we set the mobile translation to no, sorry, my bad. If it is empty, no, if it's not empty, yeah, the exclamation mark's right there. So if the language the user has defined doesn't match the language in the toot, and it's not empty, and the translation is nil, so we haven't translated yet, I guess, then we show a button that is, hey, translate this. And when it's translating, we show a progress indicator, and when pressing it, we tell it to translate. Okay. Make status content view. I wonder what's, oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm sitting here wondering what's in content. We can actually just add a breakpoint and see what is going on. That would be interesting. Yeah, sure, let's add one there maybe. Build this. I can remove this for now. I haven't looked at the Mastodon APIs. I haven't looked at this code before, so that's why I'm a bit lost. Come on. So translate view should appear. Maybe this is only when I'm actually writing it to. When does this appear? Oh, there we go. Okay. Something happened. This is going to be interesting. So here we see the stack trace. Okay, status row view. And as Thomas said, the status is already existing in memory. So, but now it's configuring a row view, I guess. Status view, is that a variable? Yeah, okay. I wonder why this is a variable and not a view builder function. Maybe there's a good reason for that. Maybe you know, Thomas? Okay, so take the reblog, or we take the status. Then we take make status content view. Feels like I'm digging into Thomas' brain. Oh, why this thing, the status view, it's a variable instead of a function, a view builder function. Is there a performance reason, or is it just happened to be like this? I'm just curious. So for example, this is tagged with @viewBuilder, but this is not. I don't even know if it matters. I'm just curious. He says you don't need view builder if the return type is known. You need a view builder when you start to have different return types. Okay. I had no idea about that. Okay, that's cool. So now, yeah, so in this example, it's a VStack, the return type. But in this scenario, let's see, there's an if. Yeah, so in this if, it can return this HTAG or it can return nothing. If this if returns to be false. If I understand it correctly, which I might not be doing. Okay, let's continue digging down. Make status content view. Make translate view. Oh, but we have the status object here, so we can just check it out. PL status. PO means for print object in the debug menu, which is useful. Oh, okay, there's a ton of data in here. Interesting. I wonder if we could actually PO status. I wonder if we could ask this object like, oh, hey, how big are you? How much memory footprint do you take? And once we know that size, that memory footprint, maybe we could calculate, how long it takes for the system to copy that content to a new memory address, because that might be it. Okay, status, ID, content, smart text. I wonder if these are made by Mastodon, so we just get them as 3 different, or if we get one and then in the code we do something smart. I have no idea what this is. HTML string. Okay, Thomas is telling me to look at HTML string. There we go. It starts right. No, that's not it. Yeah, content is type HTML string, but hold on. PO stat. Yeah, we have this property, or am I? Oh, it's called content. It's indeed a custom decoder. Okay. Thomas asked me to look at the type HTML string. Okay, so 2 markdown. But once again, this should not be affecting the performance issue we're seeing, right? Because this should only be done when loading the toots, not when actually scrolling. Um, yeah, okay, one's on the background thread, which makes sense. I wonder if we can. Yeah, we should be. What's it's like PO size off or something, isn't that a thing? No, that's not it. Can we just run this thing? Oh, I'm just guessing here. Maybe this only works with classes and not structs. Um, mm, mm, mm. So what we could do, I guess, is we could try to slim down the status object. But as said, that would break a lot of functionality in the app. What seems to be the largest thing? PO status. Maybe instruments can actually help us seeing heavy memory objects. Isn't there something like that? Memory graph or something? Isn't that a thing? Is it this button? I'm just trying to figure out the footprint of a status object. Never used this before, so I have no idea what I'm looking at. Okay, there's nuke, the image thingy, yeah, image pipeline, yada yada. Okay, this was not helpful. What does this do? Oh, nope, not that. Nope, I have no idea what I'm doing. Close that down. I think I'm gonna have to round it off here. I need to think about how we could fix this. Actually, just for the fun of it, let's see if there's another issue in the IceCubes repository that I could fix. Maybe there's something easy, because I would love to do something. Oh, come on, Google. That one. Okay, yeah, so this is a design thing, moving the tooth button down there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm done for today. I'm sad we didn't get to fix the actual bug, but oh well, I guess that's the life of a developer. It's never as easy as you think it is. I'm gonna head out to lunch, but thank you folks so much for watching. Hopefully next time we have instruments working better. Uh, yeah, I tried. I mean, that counts, right? I'm actually really glad that you guys could join. On one hand, sitting by myself coding, it's so much faster. But interacting with other folks when doing this, um, I noticed that I become much more aware of what I'm actually doing and which parts I do understand and which parts I don't really know what I'm going for, which is interesting because I guess that's how you learn more, right? For example, this thing I had no idea about that thing initialize with copy. I had no idea what that exists and that could even be a problem. So I'm gonna read up on that and see if I can find something. And Thomas, if you figure this out, please ping me on Mastodon or on GitHub or something because I'm super curious. What was the bottleneck? Okay, see you around. Don't work too late. Have a nice weekend whenever you're done for today, and see you on Mastodon. Bye. Let's see how I turn this off. I haven't used OBS for so many years, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, look at that. See you. I'm glad you learned something, Chris. Even though we didn't actually fix anything. See you around and have a nice weekend. How do I stop this? Oh, I found the stop button. Bye.